Trust me, if you jump out of a boat and you're 20 miles from shore, you are going to attempt to swim to shore. Pretend that every day is you're being thrown off this boat. Coach Greg, and today it's about David Goggins. Motivation, mental toughness. Is it genetic? Can we develop it? How do we get it? I have extreme mental toughness, extreme levels of motivation, more than 99.999% of people, and that is why I am what I am today. It is genetic. How much motivation, how much mental toughness you have, it is genetic based. So me and David Goggins, we agree on essentially everything.
And the more things I found comfortable, the more uncomfortable my mind was. Because that voice I was telling you about, it always was there.
I am positive. You can debate me all you like, but you're wrong, because I'm right 99.5% of the time, and it is going up as of late. It's genetic based. It's on a spectrum. Some people are just born to be able to push themselves that hard.
My whole life I was afraid, but I had this voice, this conscience, that would always be battling me, saying, hey, you got to get up and do something.
He was in the Navy SEALs test and he hurt his knee. He didn't want to quit. He took duct tape and taped his knee.
My knee is now blown up again, so that's when I went and got duct tape.
I ran a mile race in university and my knee was sore and it was bad. And I put a brace on and I duct taped it. And I broke the 5-minute mile for the first time. First time with duct tape on my knee. I could hardly walk. I duct taped. Is it smart? No, but I had so much determination, I had to do it. When I can't push myself, like in this freaking time when gyms are closed and stuff, do you know how hard that is to me? Do you know how hard it is for me to not go hard? Do you know how hard it is for me to take a deload week? Oh, it's a deload. Some of you are looking for RP of 6, RP of 5. Let's train easy. Let's never push themselves. I can't train like that, even if it was better training. I couldn't do it because it's in my friggin' DNA to go harder. We all have this. We all have it on a spectrum, some more than others. It's genetic, just like we all have intelligence, some more than others. And it's genetic. If you're a genius and you don't study, you're not going to do well in life, even if you're a smarty pants. If you're very, very physically gifted, but you don't work out, you're not winning the Mr. Olympia. If you have the worst genetics in the world for building muscle, and you train every day harder than last time, you are not going to win the Mr. Olympia. You need the proper genetics. Chris Bumstead has better genetics than me for bodybuilding. I can train forever, better than him, harder, smarter, whatever. He will always be better than me because of genetics. Einstein, way smarter than me. I can study as much as I want. Einstein is more intelligent. Mental toughness, motivation, I have it in spades. I've done 59 bodybuilding shows. I've competed 70 times in powerlifting. I've dieted hard, trained hard, long hours on the bike, running and swimming. I've done all this stuff and I like it. And it's not even that hard for me to do. It's not easy, but it's not as hard as it is for most people because I have determination in my DNA. I don't actually have alien DNA, but I have genetics to work harder than other people. So what limited genetics that I do have, they're not bad. They're not bad. I am not 190 IQ, but I studied harder than everybody. Every single person in my class in university, I studied more than all of them by a lot, not a little bit, way more than them. When I trained for triathlons, I trained harder than everyone. When I swam harder than everybody, every last one of them. Did I become a national champion swimmer? No, because my genetics weren't good enough. I ran harder. I didn't win any marathons. I found a sport I was pretty freaking good at, which was weightlifting and powerlifting, and I ended up breaking world records in it. The genetics are there, but my best genetic trait is my work ethic, determination, and so on. The ability to go. So what about David Goggins? A lot of people on my last post. I answered a question. How do you build mental toughness? Is it genetic? Whatever. I said, look, it's really genetic. We all have it, but it's on a spectrum. And if you're not born with it, you can't just grab it out of the woods. If you're 300 pounds and overweight, you can't just decide and just, oh yeah, let's just do it. Let's just lose 100 pounds, never cheat on our diet, always put the fork down, always be perfect, chicken and rice and broccoli, I can do it, mental. 1 in 1,000 can do it. The spectrum, the one on that higher tier, that person. If you're down here, you ain't getting there. So guess what? We all have this ability. David Goggins, when he grew up, was he obese? No, he was in shape. He was athletic. He had good genetics. He was doing great. Then he got lazy for 4 years.
I gained 125 pounds. I went from 175 to almost 300. 297 was my heaviest.
He decided, I'm not going to use my determination genetics. I'm not going to train hard anymore. I'm just going to eat donuts. And he gained 100 pounds.
On my official paperwork out of pararescue training, it has David Goggins left on a medical. But the truth of the matter is, I left because I quit.
He got fat, 300 pounds. Then he said, oh, I want to be in the Navy SEALs. And guess what? They said, you're 6'1", you need to be under 191 pounds.
And to make a long story short, I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months.
Because they go by your height and weight. How fair is that? So he had to lose 100 pounds in 3 months to do this. So what did he do? He starved himself and did tons and tons and tons of cardio. Is that smart? No. Is it healthy? No. Was he in the best shape of his life from doing it? No. He admittedly says I wasn't in the best shape. Think of it. He's hardly eating anything. Oh, I'm going to eat a banana and do freaking hours and hours of cardio and starve off my muscle and fat. It's not the best way, but it worked. Because he has extreme and excessive mental toughness. And then he does this motivational videos. Yeah, just be like me. Like, look, guys, I agree with David Goggins. I am like him in that mental aspect of things, of pushing harder and outworking people. I am a lot like this. I don't expect you all to be like me. I don't. Look, if you push yourself half as much as I do, you're going to be successful. 50%. Do you think I expect my clients to have the same determination that I do, to be able to put the same amount of hours into their work, to be able to train as hard, to push as hard, to put the fork down every time? No, of course not. I was a school teacher for 11 years. I had to motivate kids every single day, whether it's in phys ed class and they didn't want to run, whether it was in math class, they didn't want to add and subtract, English class, they didn't want to proofread, they didn't want to read at all. I had to motivate people my entire life. Don't you think I know what to do for motivation? Some people are just motivated. Oh, they just have it. I'm like, wow, and I'm a fan of those people. I love those people. They just have it in them. Do you know what I don't like? Gifted people with, I don't give a shit. They're geniuses. They're way smarter than me, and they don't even bother to study, and they get a 90 on the test. Man, I got 90. Why didn't you get 100? Well, I didn't study. Well, why are you limiting yourself? Why aren't you trying hard? Do you know who I liked? The one that got a 30, that tried so freaking hard to get that 30 and 100. Did they fail the test? Yes, but they worked their freaking ass off. So if you're 100 pounds overweight, do I think that you can just lose 100 pounds? You could if you wanted it so bad. But is that realistic? No, it's not. Unless you have the genetics for it. There is a genetic component. There's an environmental component. So what you need to do is push the best that you can. You're not me. My best is going to be really freaking hard. You're not going to want to ride your bicycle as hard as I do all the time. You're not going to push yourself in the gym as hard as I do for decades. You can't. You shouldn't expect it. But you don't need to. You just need to not give 0%. We live in a society where mediocrity is rewarded. Oh, let's give everybody a prize for being a participant. You tried, didn't ya? You showed up. Oh, let's give the person who did the triathlon in last place the best prize. I'm not kidding. I win a freaking triathlon once, and the best prize was whoever got last place. I got nothing for winning, and they got last place and got a $50 freaking pizza coupon. Babe, you would have loved it. $50 coupon for whatever pizza restaurant was in town. I freaking won. I got the zero prize. That's our mediocrity. Reward everyone for being average, for just showing up. Participation prize. At least reward the people that tried the hardest. Just because you lost last place doesn't mean you tried the hardest. So, David Goggins, he lost that 100 pounds. He did. He got down to his shape, and he became the Navy SEALs, and he does the speeches. It's like, look, if I can do it, you can do it. Just put your mind to it, you can do it. Just keep going and do it. And it's like, oh yeah, well, Coach Greg, David Goggins said this. David Goggins did it. Yeah, okay, let's take me. Oh, guys, guess what? I'm going to take 4 years off of bodybuilding and powerlifting, and I'm going to not bike ride. I'm just going to eat crap for a freaking 4 years. And I lose half my muscle, and I get fat. And then somebody says, hey, Greg, you should do a show again. And then I train hard for a whole year, and then I look amazing. And I'm like, see, I worked on my mental toughness, and I got motivation, and I did better because I worked hard. It was already in me from birth. I had it all my life. When I was a kid, I had it. I just decided not to use it. So ask yourself this, are you using it? Or are you just half-assing your life? Most people do the minimum, the most minor amount to get by. They have a job, and they just get by. They do whatever they need to do to get by, to not get fired. The minimum. They're not going out of their way extra, studying at night to improve, to be the best that they can be. They are not. And they treat their life with that. They eat whatever they want. Maybe I'll do a little bit of cardio. I might go for a walk, maybe. That's just the minimum. And then they go to the doctor. Oh my God, my cholesterol, my blood pressure. Oh, now I'm going to do it. Oh, and I lost all this weight. Oh, you discovered motivation. Yeah, I didn't want to die. You see what I mean? It's genetic, but we are all using not enough of it. We're born with an ability to be the best that we can be. Trust me, if you jump out of a boat and you're 20 miles from shore, you are going to attempt to swim to shore. Pretend that every day is you're being thrown off this boat. Every freaking day you fell off a ship and you need to survive. Put some effort into your freaking life. Eat better. Train harder, smarter. Pay someone if you don't know how to do it to know how to do it. If you don't know how to eat right, buy my freaking anabolic cookbook that has delicious recipes that help you not freaking eat like crap. Oh, it's $100. No, it's $100. Yeah, whatever. Or just use all that genetic motivation and just put the fork down and just eat chicken, broccoli, and rice all the time. Or find a freaking shortcut, we'll call it. A smarter way of doing it, that somebody smarter than you, that worked his whole life harder than you, to find the best way of doing this. Does it not make sense? If you can't do something, pay somebody, hire somebody to do it for you, to better yourself. I don't know how to use technology, so I hire someone. I can't fix my toilet. I'm not a plumber or an electrician. I hire the electricians and plumbers to do those kind of things. If you don't know how to get in shape, hire a coach and get them in shape. It doesn't have to be me. Somebody, someone out there that you can trust. Not everyone can afford me. But if you can, well, go. Sure, go for it. Yeah, I'm going to promote myself. It's my own friggin' video. I can do what I want. But please, put your best effort. Put your best foot forward. So rather than giving 0 freaking % effort every day, give 50%. Work your way up. Start with 10% effort. If you're doing no cardio right now, do some cardio. Go for a walk. After you get used to that walk, go for a longer walk. Then go for a power walk. Maybe jog a little bit. Buy a bicycle if you can afford it. Ride harder than last time. Work your way up so that you are better, more physically fit, a better butter burner. Don't be like on your ass, oh, I'll do it when I have to. When I'm 50 and the doctor says I have high blood pressure, then I'll be active. When the doctor says my life is at risk, proactive. Do it freaking now. You need motivation, do it now. Go to the doctor, do it now before he tells you you're being an idiot. The problem is we surround ourselves with people who are like us, who are same-minded as us. You're not fat. No, you're big-boned. You're not poor. You have a good job. No, you don't need that. You don't need this. Oh, you're eating pizza every day. Oh, that's cool. We also all eat pizza. Try surrounding yourself with somebody better than you. Someone that works harder than you. Take some of their advice. Look at how they live their life. Oh, what are you doing today, Greg? Well, I'm racing my bicycle on Zwift for an hour. What are you doing? Oh, I think I'll just sit and watch TV. My friends are all sitting and watching TV. Well, become friends with Coach Greg, who's not. I'm going for a walk. I'm going for a bike ride. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat some popcorn because it's healthy instead of pizza. Try doing that. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. Be like Mike. Hang around with Michael Jordan. Hang around with somebody that you respect. Don't hang around with people that carry you down, that tear you down, that pull you down to their level. Oh, you decided to go for a run? No, stay home with us and eat pizza and watch movies and eat crap. No, find friends that go and be active. What are you doing today? We're going out to play soccer. Want to join in? See the difference? You choose who you hang out with, and you all hang out with the people that make you happy at your own level. Try picking somebody at a higher level and do what they do and be happy at that above level. Pick the person on the pedestal and join them up on that pedestal. Don't take them down and tear them off the pedestal. Go up and join them. Work harder. It's genetic, but you don't need your genetics to hold you back. You can work harder. You can push more. You can do better than you're currently doing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to try to be perfection. I can't be perfect. I can't win the Mr. Olympia, but I can try. I might not get there, but I can be the best that I can be. Whether that's in your job, in your relationship, in your sport, at body fat percentage or muscle mass, strength, be the best that you can be. I wasn't the best at everything I did, but I tried to be. I tried. I wasn't always successful, but I certainly gave it my all to get to that point. Subscribe, click the bell button, get yourself off the couch and do something. Be better than last time. Doesn't matter if you're giving all your all-out effort, but make it better than it was before. You can't be perfect, but you can be better than you are. You just need to choose it. And when the right freaking decision comes along, you will be there for it. Make the right decision. Don't forget to buy my cookbook. It will change your life. If you're trying to lose weight, literally change your life for $100. Bloop It Up 2 videos. Be sure to check those two out. Very educational, informative. You don't want to miss this stuff. And until next time, I am out.